Hit the open man, Kyle. That guy's open in the corner.
I think probably the best way to describe working for Coach Meyer is learning. Every day is a learning experience, and there's no days off from that learning.
Get over it, Dan. Get over it. Next group.
Well, playing for Coach Meyer, I mean, there's so much that you learn about the game of basketball.
Now we're going to circle underneath on this guy so we can get the ball in the middle and then get it to the weak side. Okay, let's go.
Really what it comes down to, it's a game of fundamentals. And that's what we're all about here at Northern, because we understand that we're not going to be the most athletic team around. We aren't going to be the biggest team around. What we have to base our whole play on is fundamentals and playing harder than our opponent.
Here we go. Bring it. Bring it.
Coach Meyer is extremely intense, and one of the best things about him is he has an extreme attention to detail. When we're in practice, we're in the game, and he has the ability to see every single thing that's going on the ball, off the ball, with each individual, and he's just constantly thinking about the game.
We got to get our people in the right spot. We got to have a guy popping that can shoot the ball. We got to have a guy curling that can make a play at the rim and the lane.
And whether it be a small thing or a large thing, he's going to stop, and he's going to tell you about it, and he's going to let you know what you did wrong and what you did right, and then also so we can build from that. He doesn't let anything slip through the cracks, so that's like it, unlike any other coach I've ever played for, where he's really on everything, on top of the ball.
Just coming into his program and seeing, how serious everybody is about basketball and how, it's his life, and players really respect that, and you really want to play hard for him because he puts everything he has into it.
You got to get on those guys to get the X on every free throw. You got to tell them, get the X. Hi, I'm Don Meyer. I'm the basketball coach at Northern State University in Aberdeen, South Dakota. The purpose of what we're going to try to do in this DVD is to show you how we practice and how we prepare for games. The time of the year this is being shot is in late February, and we're preparing for the first round game in our conference tournament. What we are going to show you is shortened practices. We'll go in at the most an hour and 15 minutes. Shortest practice probably an hour or just 45 minutes. A lot of your tournament site practices are like a 55-minute or a 50-minute practice. And what we try to do is just compress our practices when we do this. One of the things we found is good in January and February, and we'll probably next year try to do this as much as we can all year, is bring the kids back in 2 or 3 times during the week for a 20-minute to 30-minute shooting period where they can get shots up with coaches helping them, and not a lot of pressure. They're not taped, they're not braced up. They're just out there working on their shooting, and they've got some coaches there to help them and to give instruction if they need it. But what we really are trying to do when we practice is we've got 4 segments. Our first segment, we will meet before we go on the floor, and I suggest meeting after you've practiced with notebooks to talk about what you did well and what you'd like to do better. But what we do is when we do take the floor, we start out with skill work, and this could be in a 2-hour practice, probably 30 minutes. We'll break up into the bigs and guards. The coaches that are assigned to those groups know what they want to cover and how they want to cover it. We'll intermingle some and maybe have some guards feeding posts and that type of thing. But mainly it's a chance for them to work on their skills and to get better at doing the things they have to do to be good contributors to the team. The best way to improve your team is to improve the individuals. And individualized teaching is just a key thing in working with each kid on what they need to do to become a better player. Then after we've done the skill work, we'll move into what we call team fundamentals. And this is where we're working on fundamentals to sort of put our offense together, the things that we'll do in our motion offense and any of the special plays or entries that we might use with that particular team for that particular season. After we've done a half hour of that, then we move to team defense. And here's where we work on all the fundamentals of building our team defense. Now, during our skill work and during our team fundamentals, we'll be doing some individual defensive things, but here's where we fit it all together in trying to play a team defense. And the biggest part of this is learning our transition and talk, moving from offense to defense, where we're covering the boards with 3 rebounders, a long rebounder, and a safety. We call them fullbacks and halfbacks and tailbacks. The tailbacks are the 3 rebounders who try to rebound and get their tails back. The halfback slows the ball down, and the fullback protects the basket. And then we get into our ball pressure and keeping the ball off the top, keeping the ball out of the lane, pressure in every shot, blocking out. And then after we've done all of our team defense, then we'll go into what we call situation competition. And this is where we're going to work on 2 particular drills. Now, early in the year, we like to use what we call stop and score. And we may have 3 teams, we may have 2 teams, we don't know what we'll have, but it starts out team A's on defense. If they can get a stop and then go down and score against team B, they've won the game. If they can get a stop, they go down and they can't score, team B gets a stop, team B comes back down and they score, then they've won the game. So the first team to get a stop and a score wins the game. And we just keep playing until somebody does that. Now, the thing I like about it is the shortest it could be would be 2 possessions, then a little bit longer, 3 possessions. And we may play it some days where if you don't get a stop and a score, everybody does 5 push-ups. Or everybody has some little Mickey Mouse punishment, but it's just the idea of we're trying to get winners and losers. And we like the short duration where it's quick games, where there's every possession's important because a stop and a score and it's over. And then when you look at basketball games, you never see teams spurt or win unless they get stops first. So when we constantly talk about it all starts with a stop. It starts with a stop. And we'll even have our redshirt kids that don't play in the games there with little pads, and they'll be keeping track of the stop and scores we've gotten in a game. We particularly like to get situations where we get 3 and out, like in football, 3 stops in a row, and that's a big deal for us. Or 3 scores in a row, that's what we call turkeys, and we keep track of how many 3 and outs and how many turkeys we get in a game. So we really like that to get them competing in the early season. Then when we move into the late season, like we're in now, we use what we call our change period. We got that from Coach Bob Knight, and that's where we may list 7 or 8 things we want to work on in a 15-minute period or a 10-minute period or a 5-minute period. And then what we do is we yell those things out. The players have to communicate them. We may use echo yells and just say it to one player and they yell out, okay, red ball on the side, 5 people taking it out, blue, 4 people. So they're playing 4 on 5 on a sideline out of bounds. And they just keep playing until the whistle blows. So they'll be defending 4 on 5. They might be playing offense 4 on 5. And what better way to work on press offense than to be having 4 go against 5? So we really like our change period because we can cover a lot of ground. You can cover out of bounds plays, free throw block out, free throw offense where you X or U, move underneath people to get the rebound. All of these situations can be covered in that change period. So we really like that. And then we have a segment you'll see on the tape that we end with every day in practice, where in the last 15 minutes we'll shoot 3 in a row free throws, we'll shoot game shots, game spots, game speeds, and then we'll groove our shot. And then occasionally we'll move in Bubba free throws. We do that a lot early in the year when our time is a little longer for practice. Normally, the longest practice we'd ever have would be 2 hours our first couple weeks of the year, and then we drop it to an hour and a half, and then we drop it down to an hour 15 or an hour when we get into January and February. And then we do a lot of work on game days, which you'll get to see when we shoot that tape. A couple key things I think is, first thing is doing need assessments. When you take over a basketball program anywhere, you've got to do a need assessment. You've got to determine what is happening, what needs to happen, and you have to subtract what is from what needs to be done, what should be done, and that is your need. That's what you're assessing as a need. Maybe your program needs more discipline. Maybe it needs better defense. Maybe it needs better players. Maybe it needs better facilities. You're doing a need assessment, and we constantly do those. As I'm doing this on tape right now, I'm doing need assessment on what needs to be said, what do I need to emphasize, what do we need to cut out. When we edit this tape, we'll be doing a need assessment on what needs to be in, what can be taken out. You know, what makes a painting a masterpiece is what you take out. So we don't want to make this tape so busy that it's not good, but we don't want to make it so quick hitting that it's not thorough also. Then the second thing we think about that's really important, I think, for coaches, and this is critical for coaches and players, is solitude. You have to have times during the season that you can get away. Every day you have to have time for yourself. We practice at 6 in the morning late in the year. Early in the year it'll probably be 5 in the morning. So what we have to do as coaches, I get up about a couple hours before practice so I can come in and I can get things prepared and ready to go. I like to wait until before practice to do the plan because I'll think of things that night, watching tape or watching games or just thinking about the game. Now what I try to do when I get up is have a half hour at home where I can read, study, pray, whatever I need to do to get my mind ready to go. I think that's really important time. So we do morning practices because it's better for us academically. It's better for us in terms of recruiting to be able to go and watch kids. I think it's better for our kids in terms of discipline. We like getting the most important thing that we have to do that day done first, and then all the other stuff can come later rather than getting worn down all day long by classes and teaching and phone calls and recruiting, and then you do practice. So we like that, but solitude's really important. So your family's important, your job's important, but then you got to have that third place that you go to that's really a quiet place where you can get juiced up and ready to go. And you have to teach the players how to do this also. Then after the solitude, I think the idea of 1-minute assessments. During a practice, stopping kids and saying, hey, here's one thing you guys did well and why. Here's one thing we can do better and how. And we want to say it exactly that way. Here's one thing you guys did well and this is why it's so good. Here's one thing we can do better and how. So it's not coaches against players, players against coaches. We're all working together. And the coaches are just trying to give feedback all the time to the players so they got information to help them get better. So we like the 1-minute assessments. They're really good. You know, practice is really important. And I love the saying I first heard Lonnie Kruger use, you want to prepare, plan, practice, and play like you just lost your last game. Now, I can walk in a gym, I think, and watch a practice and tell whether or not a coach won the game the night before or lost it. And if he lost it the night before, he's closing the barn door after the horse is out of the barn because he's doing all the things he wishes he would have done in preparation for the previous night's game. You want to go into every practice on edge. And I'm not the kind of guy that can joke around much with guys before a practice. I have to be pretty serious. Now, I like to joke around with them when I don't have my whistle on and we're not on the floor, that kind of thing. But everybody's got to know who they are and what their game is and what's the best way for them to teach and to play. And for me, it's being serious. And on game days, I don't even like being around our guys because I want them to know that I'm keyed up and I'm on edge and I want to see us really play good basketball. So after the 1-minute assessments, I think the biggest thing in teaching is to always be looking for teachable moments. We had a situation the first day of taping of this that our main baskets wouldn't come down and we didn't know what this was going to be. And we had 6 different teams practicing in the gym. Well, you're not going to play in a closed gym. You're going to play the game with a lot of people around. We lead the nation in attendance in Division II. There's going to be people at every one of our games. So what we wanted to do is when we have a bad situation, we try to make a positive out of it. And, you know, I love the words of John Wooden, don't whine, don't complain, and don't make excuses. That's a lesson he got from his dad when he left home, and that's a lesson we need every day in practice and in games. Don't ever let a bad situation drag you down. Make a positive out of everything that could potentially be viewed as bad. One of the things that we hope you'll see in this series that we're doing with practice and preparation for late season games, playoff games, is when our players are talking and trying to explain things, or when you watch our players in practice teaching each other and the veterans teaching the rookies and the echo yells and all the things that are involved in internal leadership, that you'll see how important internal leadership is. You can be the greatest leader in the world as a coach, but if you have players that do not have capabilities to lead the team internally, you've got problems. And if they're even worse yet, if they're not leading the team in the proper direction, you're really in bad shape. A guy named Warren Buffett, who's one of the richest men in the world and gave away $41 billion to Bill Gates to give to charity because he thought Bill Gates could do a better job. He told Tom Osborne 3 things that I think are really important, and we've sort of paraphrased them, but his idea was, I always look for 3 things in people I hire: work ethic, intelligence, and character. And the first 2 without the last one will kill you. So if you have internal leaders who have a great work ethic and they're really smart, but they do not have character and they're leading your team the wrong way, you're in big, big trouble. So you got to really be careful with leadership, that you know that leadership emerges. You can pick captains, but you can't pick leaders. You can make a kid a captain. That doesn't make him a leader. The kid that leads the team, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. And you've got to nurture that leader, cultivate that leader, teach that leader all the things that are really key in your program. And you've got to pray to the good Lord that he's got character, because if he doesn't have it, you're going to be in serious trouble. And that's one of the best things about this team this year is I think our internal leadership has really been strong, and that's why we've been able to have a certain measure of success. we go baseline drive, the first thing we're looking for is a drift. Get as low as you have to show yourself to the ball. Second thing, we're looking for the post to roll from wherever he is. If it's high post, down a lane, low post, into the middle of the lane, just open a window. Then we want to get the look on top. Somebody up on top, either diagonal opposite, somewhere there's a window to get it. If you get it and don't have a shot, you might be able to shot fake and penetrate, or you can punch it down to the post. And then the last one's a quick stop, pivot, and look for the crackback. So we got drift, roll, top, crackback. Every time we drive baseline, we're looking for those things. Now, we were talking about having some bigger people next year and going, having the rule every half we want 2 offensive rebound fouls. There's nothing wrong with that now, but we don't want to go looking for fouls. We want to be moving. We don't want to be afraid to get an offensive rebound foul. We don't want it to be the over-the-back foul where we're just lazy and don't move our feet. We want to have a bigger offensive board coverage emphasis going into the playoffs. The whistle's slower in the playoffs. They don't blow it as much, so we can be more physical. 2-out motion, better screening. Start the cutter away from the stack, bring a double screen. He makes his cut, the low guy goes high, rubbing off of that off the high screener. If he goes to screen for one of the guys in the stack, then he can rub off the remaining guy to go high. Now, when we're running 2-out motion, it becomes 3-out motion if that guy will move and get to the perimeter. Then that lets the other guys play a little bit of top-down action together, the 2 post players that are in there. Pass and catch. If you can't pass and catch, you can't play. Every pass is a shot, every shot is a pass. You throw the guy a bad pass, it doesn't hit him in the hand targets, he's in the wrong spot on the floor, the timing's screwed up, you've taken away a shot. Every shot's a pass. The guard drives to the rack, the big helps on the guard, that's a pass to that guy's man, because he should be able to clean it up off the boards. When we do the 3 lanes, 2 balls, then move to 1 ball, we want to do 3 things at the end of it. First one's curl cut. And then we want to have a second ball so that second cutter comes off of that. Curl cut. Curl cut works against any defense, the switching, staying with you, whatever. Second thing we want to do is we want to back cut. We want to back cut the down screen, pop the guy who screened, and then the third thing we want to slip. The down screener's going to slip quick. The guy who would have received the screen's going to pop. Now, in all of these, we got to get the right people in the right spots. So if we know we're executing one of those, we got to get our people in the right lanes to make it work. So we got the right guy popping, we got the right guy going into the lane to make a play. And this will help teach us every day about switches. 3 out. If we play 3 out, don't always have 2 postmen low. It'd be better to have 1 high and 1 low. That's harder for the defense to guard, and there's better spacing. You're not guarding each other. Holding our seal. Yesterday, we make some kind of move, and Rob's open, and he's yelling for the ball, and he's running across the lane. He could have caught the ball on either side of the rim. He runs outside the lane to catch the ball. So he takes a power shot and makes it a turnaround jumper or jump hook. Get more of the defense. Your only movement's to get more of the defense. Hold your seal. Don't run off your seal. 4-out motion. When we run 4-out motion, we want Kevin to be more vertical in the motion with pipe cuts. We want Craig to be more horizontal in the motion. Craig's not going to get a lot done on top unless he's got immediate catch and shot or a shot fake to a shot. Kevin, we want on top because he can feed from there, he can shoot from there, he can drive from there. So when we run 4-out motion and those 2 guys are the cutters, we want Craig more horizontal because we can play off of those screens for Craig because they're going to chase him. And we want Kevin to be more vertical, more pipe cuts. Guards, when you're driving the ball, It's got to be a straight line drive. You want your shoulder on the defender's hip. You're driving the front hand. Whichever hand's forward, that's the foot that's forward. Drive the front hand. Now, we prefer the middle drive. That's our drive of preference. But get your shoulder on hip. Be your own best pick. And the coaches have got to watch that there's not daylight in those drills. And when you're playing dummy defense on them, giving them a hand to drive, you got to make sure they make contact with you. Versus a zone. Kevin, hang in the middle for a second longer. Don't run out of the pocket. Stay in there for a little bit longer. 23 deep. Getting 3 people below the zone, stretch them, and then have the right people flashing, catching, looking opposite. Catch, rim, post, opposite. Rim, post, opposite. Duke would be good, the triple stack, because that's really hard for them to align with. Pull, curl, post. Pull to the corner, curl at the top, and then post up. Jordan, when you penetrate, we want to bounce pass. When you penetrate, we want to bounce pass. Okay, let's go. Let's hit the floor. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's get a 3-step V-cut coming back now. 3 steps. Try to come out of it quick. Slow to quick now. Let's go. 3 steps, then bust out. Get your hands ready, Mitch. Get your hands ready. Hands are ready. Let's go. Hands are ready. Your hands aren't ready, Alex. You can't get open. You got to have your hands ready. Get your hands ready to get through the pick and have a catch. Let's go. Now, push off that right foot. Let's go. Push. Push off the right foot. Push. Let's go. Get your hands ready. Okay. Okay, Gerg's drills, let's go. Both ends. Low and slow. Low, wide, and slow. Let's go.
Walk again, walk again. Here we go.
Cover the ball. Cover the ball. Okay, run to recover. Let's go. Stay low. Stay low. Okay. A little bit lower, Mitch. Don't raise up. Lower. Get your head below his shoulders. Head below his shoulders.
Good, good.
Okay, sit, sit. Cover the ball. Sit. Stay low when you run. Okay, down here, 5 spots. Let's go. 5-spot closeout. Outside the arc, square up. Okay, let's go. Okay, what we're working on here now is 5-spot closeouts. 5 different spots on the floor. We've got 3 ways we can play the ball. We're playing it squared up now, where we're guarding a yard either way. We can steer the ball, where we push it to the baseline, or we can zip up the ball, where we play on the side of the guy and just run him to the basket, looking to set traps. Now we end the thing with the jump to the ball on a fake pass, or we sickle the ball if we try to throw it over our heads. Okay, BC's a yo-yo post. BC's a yo-yo post. Okay, let's go. Let's go. The guy plays off the post. We have to put our baseline foot forward when we guard that guy so he doesn't go baseline, because one dribble he's at the rim. So we got to shade him to make him go a little bit to the middle where our help is. Every place else our help should be below us, particularly when we're steering the ball. When we know we're steering the ball baseline, we got to really load up the help below the ball. Okay, get with partners, let's go. Partner closeouts, let's go. Cover the ball, cover the ball. Partner closeouts, cover the ball, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, make sure we're square, Kevin. Square up. Square up, Kevin, square up. There you go, good, good. Okay, when we go partner closeouts, we want to make sure we don't ever have rookies together. We don't want rookies together. We want a veteran with a rookie so they can be teaching. Down in the far corner, we got Luke Wicks with Jonathan Pearson. Jonathan's a freshman, Luke's a senior, been here 5 years. We don't want two rookies working together. So we always want our veterans teaching in all our drills when we partner up. We start out with a 5-spot to teach the techniques of how we're playing the ball on different spots on the floor, and then this gives you more reps and more work. Let's get loud, let's go! Lane passing. Okay, let's go. Now we use echo yells, where we'll tell the guy something to do, they'll yell it out for everybody else. Let's get it going, let's go. Come on, be an athlete, Casey. Move, Casey, move. Let's not be spaced out too much. Let's go, 15 to 18 feet. 15 to 18 feet. Now what we're trying to do here in this lane passing is we're trying to get a touch with our front hand or a deflection with the backhand. We touch the ball with the front hand, left foot forward, left hand's on the ball. We try to sickle the ball with our other hand. The guy's gonna try to throw over our back shoulder. He's going to try to throw over the shoulder that the hand is not up. That's the hand we want to reach back and get a sickle and get a deflection and go. So we touch with the front hand, we deflect with the backhand. Sit, get lower, head below his shoulders, let's go. Get wide. Evade the screen. Let's go. Evade the screen. Okay. Now we're going to do a series of stuff with the air dummies. Not everything we do, but we're going to evade the air dummy screen. We're going to get our hand out, and then we're going to swim with the other arm. Get that hand out. Let's go. Stick out your arm. Here we go.
Talk it out. Talk it out. High. Jump. Over.
Let's get it going here. Talking, Levi. Let's go. Get these guys going. Okay, double stagger. We're going to start with the ball. We're going to jump to the ball and the skip. We need an extra ball so we can take care of the slip. We're zoning to take care of the slip. Keep the ball off the top. We need another one. Okay, let's go. Where's the extra ball? Let's go, Brett. Now get the second ball for the slip, Brett. Right here. Second ball for the slip. Okay, let's go. Move, Jordan. Okay, go ball side of the first one. Go ball side of the first one. We want the bottom screen on the stagger to be zone in the middle for the slip. Because the top guy, if his man extends too much, that top screener, he's going to slip. So the bottom guy on defense is zoning, ready to play the slip. Where's the second ball on the slip? Second ball on the slip. There you go. Good. Cover down wide. Okay. Let's get the baseline drift. Okay. Now take away the baseline drift pass. We'll have an extra ball down there. Okay, let's go. Let's go. On this one, we're covering down wide on a baseline drive, taking away the baseline drift pass, and then we're blocking out. The pros call this V-back, V-back. They come back at an angle. You want to come back at an angle. Now it's about 3 steps to get down there, then you block the guy out. You don't have to throw it every time. You don't have to throw it every time. Okay, let's go. Come on, block out, Al. Block out. Let's go.
Shot.
Good. See the ball. See the ball. See the ball in the drift. See the ball. See the ball. Get the rebound. Go get the rebound. Let's go. Get the rebound. Thing we like about these kind of drills is we can be physical with the air dummies and not get hurt. We're not putting bone on bone. We can be physical late in the year, and we get to simulate the movements we're going to make and get the repetitions. We get a lot of repetitions. So they're getting the proper technique.
Coming back, Alex.
Down screen, cross screen, back screen. Let's go. Down screen, cross screen, back screen. Let's go. Get it going. Good, good. Back pick and pop. Get a shot, get a shot. Come on, work low, Mitch. Work low. Low. Okay. Now when I set this cross pick, I'm here. I want to open to the ball. I don't want to turn my back like this. I'm in, I screen, I open to the ball, then I go cross pick. See the ball. See the ball. Okay, let's go. See the ball, Derek. Derek, come here. Go with Randy. Go with Randy. That's it. See the ball. There we go. Always see the basketball. Good slip. Good slip, Kevin. See the ball. Kevin, open up to the ball. Kevin, open up to the ball. See the ball. Open to the ball. Alex, come here. Give me a ball. Set that pick. Set the pick. Alex, set the pick. Just set the pick. See, if you don't turn, you can't see it. If you just go the way you did it, you know, like that, now I'm hitting you in the back of the head. Open into the ball. Open, there you go. There you go. Okay, let's go. Okay. 2 balls, Brett. Okay. Okay, down here, 2 lanes, 2 balls. Let's go. Come on, pass the ball. Let's go. Pass the ball. Okay, let's go. Push-ups. Let's go. You guys are not talking. You're not communicating. We got an air pass. We got a bounce pass. Every pass is perfect. Start it over. Let's go. Okay, this is something I think this is really a good drill for early in your practice to get them talking and communicating. One guy's going to throw an air pass, one guy's going to throw a bounce pass. Every pass is made with the inside hand. Inside hand. Now you could go full court, but we think it's a little better just going half court. And we like to handle the ball in the inside hand on the 2-on-1 because that improves your passing angle. If you're passing with the outside hand, you're going to bring the ball across in front of the defense.
Just passing
This
now.
is not easy, and they got to talk. You guys aren't talking, Al. Your group's bad because you don't talk.
You want to bounce again? Okay.
If your group screws up, you do push-ups. That's screw up bad passing. Let's go. Let's go. That's push-ups there. Let's go. You two guys got push-ups, Derek.
You got bounce, Casey. Go.
We want to end with a quick stop. The ball under our chin. End with a quick stop. The ball under our chin.
Ready?
Let's go. Throw the ball 2/3 of the way in the air on the bounce pass. 2/3 of the way. Okay, we're going to dribble with the inside hand now. Dribble with the inside hand.
Inside hand.
Okay, here we go.
I'll throw it. Yeah, you throw it first. I'll throw it second. Inside hand. Dribble inside hand. No, he's going in front and behind. Jerry, I'll throw it in front. I'll throw it in front. Ready?
Now our spacing, we want to be about a yard off the lane. The lane's 12 feet. A yard either way is 18 feet. You want to split the floor in thirds. So that's a little bit wider than a third of the floor. A little bit wider than a third. And we want to be a little wider rather than too narrow. Okay, here we go. Bring it back. Let's go. Now in the game, we don't mind them bringing their balance hand to the ball. That's a carry, Kevin. Try to do it without lifting it. Don't let the ball rest in your hand. We don't want the ball to rest in our hand. Okay, 3 lanes, 2 balls. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Good. Now we want to run out of bounds. Get wider, Dan Magrino. Wider. We're on the maroon. We're running on the Northern State. We want to be wide. We're going to end with one guy taking a jumper, one guy taking a layup. One guy takes a jumper, one guy takes a layup. Let's get it cleaned out there. In all of our drills, we like to put the ball back in. But in this one, we don't encourage it because we get somebody hurt. Okay, your group's got push-ups, Derek. Your group's got push-ups. Derek, Dan, Levi. Let's go. Thing we like about these drills is you got to talk. You know, and you don't have to do them every day, but we like to do them at least every other day. We dribble with the inside hand because we're trying to teach that idea of being able to get a passing angle and get rid of the ball quickly rather than bring it across our body. Just by changing ends, everybody gets to learn to use either hand. See, get the ball, get the ball. We got to have the right guy shooting the jump shot, the right guy finishing the layup. We want to use the right people. We want our best shooters shooting the jump shot. We want our best finishers finishing. Okay, here we go. One ball, one ball. Let's go. One ball, let's go. Let's be low now. Low, middleman, low. Low. Let's go. We like quick stops, a quick stop. We like to go off 2 feet in traffic. Now, something we just fell into yesterday in practice to teach you how to deal with switching defenses. We just add a little thing at the end of it where we're either going to down screen, back cut, or curl a down screen, back cut a down screen, or slip our down screen to handle switches. And I think that's a great way to make them think a little bit about it. Okay, we're going to curl cut. Where's the extra ball? Extra ball. Okay, we're going to hit the second cutter now. Coach will get the second cutter. Coach Stevens. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Curl cut hard. You got to cut hard, Levi. Cut hard. You got to get the guy open by curling hard. Curl hard. Get the right people in the right spot. Now get it. Curl hard. We use reduced rims on our main goals because it makes us concentrate more. We're leading the country in three-point shooting right now in Division II, but we got some kids that can shoot. But I think this does make them concentrate. And they hate it for a while, but the really good shooters, it's like hitting a bullseye rather than just hitting the target. You aim for a smaller target. Plus it helps our rebounding. Here's a curl cut, the guy pops. Back cut this next group, back cut, back cut. Okay, this next group on the run is gonna work a back cut. So the screener is gonna pop, just like he did before, but instead of a curl, it's gonna be something like that. Okay, back cut it now, let's go, back cut. Stay wide, Dan. Too slow, Dan, too slow. Quicker back cut. Don't hang there all day, go. Back half, and all our shooting we want to stress back half of the basket. Okay, slip, quick slip. On all our shooting, we want the ball to go in the back half of the basket. 80% of the shots are missed short. We use a NOAA machine to give us a consistent arc. We want to get everything in the back half. And if they miss short, then they're yelling back half. If they miss to the side, they're yelling keep it straight. They're talking out their shots, what we call it. Okay, same thing, slip the other way. Let's go. Okay, we got to get higher spacing. It's got to be higher and wider, guys. It's too tight. Higher and wider. Let's go. Talk it out. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Get squared up, Alex. Square up to the rack, Alex. Square to the rack. Right there. There you go. Get out of the road. High and wide. Look at your target, Kyle. Look at your target. Now, an interesting thing we do warming up is if a guy misses a layup and warm up, it's 5 push-ups. If he makes a layup and hits the rim, it's 3. Okay, bigs down there, guards here. Let's go. Bigs, guards. Okay, we break up now we try to use anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. Now, early in the year, it'll be 30 minutes. This is our longest practice. We go an hour and 15 minutes in tournament time, end of the year, February and stuff. So if we do 15 minutes of skill work, that's 20% of the workout. That would be skill work. And we'll go 15 minutes every day. If we go an hour, we might go 10 minutes. Game days, we do a lot of skill work. But, with the coaches we have now, I might give them a couple things that say, this is something we'd like to work on. But Randy with the post knows what he needs to do. He keeps extensive notes on what he should be doing with the post players. Watches tape with them, does all that stuff. And Steve and Scott, Steve Smiley played for us for 4 years, 5 years really redshirted. And he's been coaching with us. He knows exactly what's going on with the guards, as does Scott. So I try to give those guys a freedom that's their time, that they can do what they want to do. Randy, when he works with the bigs, he does a lot more game stuff and making them play, being more active. Steve is going to be doing more with techniques like balance hand pickup, stuff like that. But I think if you've got good coaches, you need to let them do what they think is best. be like a head coach trying to tell an offensive or a defensive coordinator what to do. When that offensive and defensive coordinator lives with it every day. Now, the other side of the coin is the head coach has the big picture in mind. Sometimes those coordinators are pretty blinded, have blinders on only to their phase of the game. It's got to fit the big picture. You don't want to be doing stuff that doesn't fit what you're trying to do. Now, down here, the bigs are doing 3-out motion, where we got one guy picking for another guy. If the ball comes toward you, you want to be the screener. That's Bobby Knight in the motion. And we want to get the ball on top twice. Once it's on top, now they're going to try to get it on top again. And then they're looking down. Get the ball on top twice. That's one of the things we try to stress. We think if the ball's in the middle of the floor on offense, you got a chance to be successful. We've always said if in football, if they wanted to make the game exciting, bring every football to the middle of the field to run the plays instead of using the hash marks on the side. Because then the defense has got to guard the whole football field. And it's the same concept here. As much as we can get the ball in the middle of the floor, we want to, because that's the hardest place to guard the ball, when the ball's in the middle of the floor. Now the guards down here are just working on their shot, holding their follow through. We want a 1 second high follow through. They're working on what we call balance hand pickup. All the right-handed shooters are picking the ball up with their left hand. Al, that ball was up here. Al, you didn't pick the ball up with your balance hand. It was up here. You got to pick it up here. The left hand's the first thing to touch the ball. The thing we like about balance hand pickup, it's so much quicker. It's like a quarterback taking a snap, bringing it right up here, or a catcher catching the ball, bringing it right there. It's a quicker shot. You get into it more, and you have to play lower to do it, because you got to pick that ball up with the left hand. Now, it's easy if you're going left, if you're a righty, because you got to pick it up with your left hand. But we're really working on dribble right, pick the ball up with our left hand, either off a step plant or a quick stop. We'll let some of our guys step plant into their shot off the dribble if they show us they can do it and it's to their advantage. Otherwise, we want them to quick stop everything. If they're not good at something, exceptionally good at using a step plant. Now, from a smaller guard, I might need that step plant for separation. You know, and if a guard needs that and shows us he can work on it, we'll do it. If a kid's not a gym rat, doesn't live in the gym, doesn't work on stuff, then he's just going to do quick stops all the time. You got to prove that you can work on something and use it in a game effectively before we're going to let you do something that's a little different than what we like. And I like the step plant. I did it, but I think it's simpler to just quick stop. But it's got to fit the player's game, his moves, how he plays. So that's where you got to individualize a little bit and looking at the kids and seeing what they can and can't do. Now the bigs down here are working on their go-tos and their counters. You know, working on their go-tos and their counters. Now we got, our practice space is okay, it's not great. We got some hoops that aren't down right now because of mechanical problems. And the thing you got to do when you have practice problems like that is not, the more you complain about it as a coach, the worse the attitude's going to be. You just take what you got to do and work with it. In tournaments, you're not going to get practice time sometimes. You're going to get shortened practice times. You're going to have conflicts. You're going to have buses that are slow. You're going to have all kinds of stuff. And you got to be able to handle those little problems and have a positive approach and turn a negative into a positive. So we don't want to hear people complaining. You know, the John Wooden thing, don't whine, don't complain, don't make excuses. Don't whine, don't complain, don't make excuses. I like this. This is something that Steve and Scott came up with. We got one guy who's driving, and he's going into the air dummy to make his move. If there's help coming from the corner, then we're going to pass to the shooter. Now we're working here on having this defender fake and retreat because we don't want to leave the three-point shooter. When these drives are made, they'll put a good shooter in the corner. They want to throw him the ball. So fake it the guy and then get out. Give him a fake, and then you're out. Okay, get out of there. Always need to stagger drills so you're not jumping on top of each other. Don't want to be going on top of each other. we got a thing we call open alley, that if it's late in the clock, you know, we're in single digits on the shot clock, and we've got a guy who can hurt people on the dribble. Jordan King, one of our freshmen, redshirt freshmen, has got a skill here that's pretty good, and he will get to an open alley over here and then penetrate the middle, and we'll have two shooters waiting over here, a big down underneath the basket in what we call the alley, underneath the board, and then an extra guy over here who will rotate back to be the safety. And this guy's playing with these two shooters over here and the post down underneath in the alleys. Now we're doing it left-handed here. Now we wouldn't probably do it left-handed in a game. We'd just go right-handed, but we're doing it left-handed here so we can learn skills with our left hand. We prefer to drive the middle of the floor. If we got a choice between driving baseline and middle, we want, you know, 4 drives to the middle to 1 to the baseline. That's just big for us. Okay, Scott's showing them that they got to keep their rear end of the ball when they give their help. Because if they open up and they're blind in their help where all they can see is the ball and they don't know where their man is, then they better be trapping the ball or taking a charge. They got to fake it, the guy. Fake and retreat, fake trap. Then they're out. Steve, let's do a baseline drive and do the drift, roll, crack back, all that stuff, you know.
Come on now, come on now. Come on now.
You gonna use 3? Okay, they're using 3 balls here. The only thing they're not gonna get is they're not gonna get the post rolling. They'll get the baseline drift shot, they'll get the shot on top, probably diagonally opposite, and then they'll get the crackback shot. So 3 balls are going. We want a bounce pass when we throw that baseline drift pass. Luke, you're running off your shot. Stay with your shot, Luke. Don't run off of it. Stay with it. That's it. That's it. Come on, you get the ball up there. Jonathan, let's go.
Turned wrong.
Jonathan, you got to get the ball up there. You got to be a threat. They're just going to play you in the lane if you can't get the ball up there. Okay, here we go. When the guy makes the baseline drift pass, he gets out of there because it's going to be a guard. So we want them working on their transition, getting out. When a guy shoots a 3-point shot, he takes 1 step in to get the long rebound, then he's out. 1 step in to get the long rebound, then he's out. We got a guy who's been with us for 5 years. Our last 3 games, he's given up 3 offensive rebounds because he hasn't taken the 1 step in. This is a guy who's been with us for 5 years and knows what's going on. So you got to keep working on these little things every day. You got to stress the basic things every day. Okay, we're down here, let's go. Okay, we got 4 orange on defense, 3 white on offense. Let's get extra jerseys ready, let's go. We're gonna drop it half court. Drop it half court. Now, let's get some traps, orange, get some traps. The orange are trying to trap the ball. When the white drop it, they go to defense. They can't guard the guy guarding them. Drop it! Let's go, let's go. Okay, that group, get 10 push-ups. Dan, you don't guard the guy guarding you. Next group, let's go. 3 on 4, let's go. You can't guard the guy guarding you. Drop it! Okay, come on, Derek, get down there. Keep him in jail. Keep him in jail.
Good help, Jordan.
Okay, let's go, let's go. Okay, nice job. Play until the whistle blows. Next group, let's go. Let's go, do it there, let's go, let's go. Show jail, drift, or jail, brick wall, the partner stuff. I use a dictaphone in practice to make notes on. I'd make a lot more if we weren't taping today. Okay, here we go. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Get out there. Okay. Next group, let's go. Let's get 4 offensive guys, 5 defense orange, 5 orange defense. Let's go. So we can go 3 on 4, we can go 4 on 5. We play until the whistle blows. There's an element of chaos, which is what happens in the game. Where are you going, Jordan? Jordan, that's an interception, isn't it? You hold on to the ball until somebody comes to it. Don't dribble to the sideline. That sideline's going to trap your butt. Get to the middle of the floor, Jordan. You don't operate on the sideline. You don't take one dribble and pick it up. You don't use your dribble till you have to use it. Try to attack them. Attack them. Give them the ball. Let's go. Come on, Jordan, get by him. Let's go. Attack him. Let's go. There we go. Move. Let's score, boys. Score. There we go. Now play. Pick up. Pick up. Pick up. Pressure the ball. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Nail it. Get out of there. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. 4 on 5. Let's go. Next group. Let's go. This is half court. Drop it. Half court. Okay, you guys got to jump to the ball, Orange. 4 on 5, and they got you. Good cut, Kyle. Nice pass. Who threw the pass? Who threw the pass? Kyle, did you thank him for the pass? We always thank the guy for the pass. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Jump to the ball. Jump to the ball. Drop it. Play. Play. Okay, good, good. Good job, good job. Okay, we're on the side now. Orange ball on the side. We got 4 green defenders, 4 green defenders. Here we go. Now we'll guard out of bounds and sideline out of bounds with 4 on 5 situation. It's half court. Hey, now listen, you guys see the ball, Derek. You guys see the ball, boys. Now don't let them catch the ball cutting up here. Make them back cut. Now we don't have a free man here, so you got to make a play. Get in a stance. Get in a stance. Sit, Mitch. You're not ready. Sit. Get your hands off him, Dan. Play. Play. Where are you, Jordan? Where are you? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Get out there. Get out there. Good rotate. Oh. Okay. 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 Okay, I got to know who I'm closing out on. You're closing out on a guy who's a driver, close out short. You're closing out on a guy who's a 3, you close out long. Got to know we had a perfect possession, and then you had a long closeout on a driver. Next group, let's go. Now Randy's got Jordan right now, telling him something. Probably trying to jump up, and I don't know what he's doing. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. 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 Okay. Good. Good. Okay. 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 Don't give up in the play, Kevin. When you see the ball in here, get in here. Now give me an extra ball. 1 extra ball. Okay. New group. Let's go. Green D. When you guys hear extra ball, there's another one coming in. Okay, let's go. Now we'll keep an extra ball to try to get the idea of, okay. Now we don't have a free man, so we got to be able to make that play. Now the free man will pick that up. Casey's man would be back here ready to help us. But Derek, you got to see the ball. You don't see the ball. You can't intercept what you don't see. You got to see it. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Good. Good, Derek. Casey, what are you doing? That's your guy. Let's go. That's your guy. Get toward the ball, Casey. To the ball. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Derek. Get up there, Derek. No, Derek, no. Let's go again. You make him back door. Okay, let's go. Get up there. Get up there. Okay, we got to switch. Casey, you can't guard a guy you stand next to. Get toward the ball. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? Well, then get there. Okay, here we go. To the ball. Now we're playing.
Corner, who's got corner? Watch the corner, Casey. Go.
Here we go, here we go. Get it stopped. Get it stopped. Next ball. Let's go. Play. Play. Let's go. Don't let him go middle. Don't let him go middle, Mitch. Come on, Casey, get into it. Let's go. Had a charge. All you got to do is stay here. You stepped out of the road. You're right here. He's jumping in the air to make a pass. You got to charge. You got to be ready to take that charge. Okay, 5 high. White, guarded orange, 5 high. Let's go. Let's go. Pass and cut. Pass and cut. Let's go. This is what we call a change period. Get it higher. Let's go. We're working our delay game. 5 side. Phil, Craig, Phil. Phil, Craig, Phil. Look at it, Levi. There it is. Good. Okay, that's what we want. Next group. Let's go. 5 high. 5 high to a 5 side. Look inside. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is our delay game. Get everybody high. High is above the circle. Casey, high is above the circle. Above the circle. Mitch, above the circle. 5 high. Then we're going to roll into a 5 side. Okay, let's go. Look for the drive, Jordan. Okay, let's go. Let's get into it. Okay, Jordan, we're trying to get something good here. Trying to get something good, not you taking that shot. Okay, let's go 5 high into an open alley, Jordan. 5 high, let's go. Let's make 5 passes, open alley. Let's go. Open alley, let's go. Where's our shooters? Mitch! 2 shooters over here. Dan's in the alley. There it is. Okay. Okay, run it again. Try to use the alley. Let's go. Run it again right now, open alley. Use the alley. Let's go. Get ready, Dan. Move, Dan. Move, Dan. Okay, work below it, Dan. Work below it. Okay, good, good. Okay, nice job. Okay, zone attack. Let's go. Orange zone. Let's go, White. Now, this is what we call change period from Bobby Knight. 2-3 zone. Change period from Bobby Knight, where you just throw different things out. You call it out, they're into it. That's it. Work the middle, Kevin. Work the middle, Kevin. The middle. Work the middle, Kevin. Okay. Next group, let's go. Next group. Now, Craig's our best 3. He can take the 3 anytime in the possession. The kid that just made the 3, Craig Nelson, he's our best 3-point shooter. He can take early 3s. Luke Wicks can take early 3s. Kevin can take early 3s. Casey, we're playing. Let's go. Okay, here we go. We got green defense. White take it out of bounds. Green in the zone. Let's go. Come here, orange. Let's go. Come on. Al, you're too loose with the ball. You catch that ball here, it's out here. You got to get the ball in here and play. You got to work on that, tightening up your game. Plus, you got to do a better job of zeroing in when somebody's talking to you. Just like you're in a classroom, you can't do that. You got to look at the teacher. You got to figure, nice slip. What'd we run? Zach, look for the slips now. If they cover the corner with the forward, the slip's going to be there. Now, green. We got to take the long corner with the guard, Jordan. You got to take that. You got to cover the middle, Derek. You can't let him throw any lobs. Belly up. Okay, body up on the post. Okay, let's go. That's it, Dan. Nice, Jordan. You were under control. You weren't out of control. You didn't have anything. You slowed down. You looked for what was there. That's what you got to be able to do. You can't just go like a bat out of hell. Okay, take it out of bounds down here, Green. Let's go. You can get a lot of stuff covered in a short period of time and be sharp. It's scrimmage, but it's change period where you change different things and make them concentrate. They got to talk. Okay, here we go. Coming off. He's coming off. He's coming off. Okay, Dan. Screen in the forward and let Jordan step in here. Craig against the zone. That would be good. Let's do that, Green. Screen in the forward and let him come in behind. Just like the New Jersey Nets. Down screen, you know, pass it to the top, screen your man, let the shooter come out. Okay, here we go, Jordan. Let's go. Here it is, there it is, good. Now play, play. Okay. Nice pass. Next group, let's go. Orange, you're on defense, let's go. Two out, two out. Two out motion. Okay, let's go. It doesn't matter. Two out motion. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to work with two guards. We got three guys inside playing below the free throw line. Now you call shot when you've got a shot. That's it. 23 deep. There we go. Good. There it is. Good. Call shot when you got a shot. Okay, give the ball to Kyle. Give the ball to Kyle. You're underneath here, Craig. Craig's telling him to screen him now. Kyle, be aware. Be aware. Okay, do it. Come on, come on, come on. That's what we want. Now, taking a dribble this way for misdirection. Bring it this way. Bring it. And then bring it back across your body to him. Okay, let's do that. Let's go. Play. New Jersey. Down screen. There we go. Good. Now play. Play. Okay. 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 Okay, get it, get it. Okay, good. Give Kyle the ball right here. Right here. Kyle, right there. Kevin, you're here. Now, guard him, guard him. Now, we want you to take it off. Kevin, step out. Take that guard. Now, this guard has to make a choice. If he comes here and we get it here, then it's reversed. Now the forward has to come out. Then he plays with him. Let's dribble off the top and step out. Dribble off the top and step out. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Step out. Good, good. Now play. Okay, nice. That's the idea. Make both guards come out, and then we got a situation that forward's either got to cover the baseline or the shooter. We always want a good shooter away. Always want a good shooter away. Okay, man defense, orange. Man defense, green. Let's go. Two out motion. Two out motion. Let's get Casey and Dan stacked. Mitch, your way. Casey and Dan stacked. Mitch, your way. Now, we can either bring the screen to him, or he can screen for one of you and then fill the top. Okay, here we go. Play. Good, good. Dive, Casey, dive. Okay, good. Okay, next group, let's go. Two out. Two out. There it is. Okay, good. Move. Dive. Okay. 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 Here we go. Let's look to hit that guy filling the top now. Look to use the guy filling the top. Two out. Here we go. Two out. There we go. Up on top, Kyle. On top. Two out, Kyle. Two out. Okay, good. Good cut. Good cut. Okay, good. Get in the post, Levi. Get in the post. Now when we get the ball in the post, we want everything on the weak side like the Spurs. They call it gaggle. We got a diver. Who's diving? Okay, he's diving, looking for the ball, and then he's going to screen in down here. Got a shooter, right here. So we got corner, opposite, pro spot. And there's the diver screening in. He can slip anytime getting the ball. Now he's normally going to go looking for the pass off the dive, and then he'll slip off the screen. Okay, let's just play right from there. Play from there. Go. Good. Good, good. Now what we're doing here is what we call 3-in-a-row free throws. Coaching friend of ours, Ray Card, sent us this on internet. And we put 5 minutes on the clock, or we go for 5 minutes. You got a guy handing the ball, a guy rebounding the ball. If we have 2 bad free throw shooters, we'll put them at the same basket, just have 2 at that hoop. Now we got guys shooting on the small rims, we got guys shooting on the big rims. But what we're trying to do is they try to make 3 in a row. If they make 3 in a row, they yell their name out and we record it. So we can keep track of who made, 7 in a 5-minute period or 11 in a 5-minute period. And if we've got the small rims up, we want to get 66. If we got all big rims, we want 77 in a 5-minute period. And a lot of our guys are shooting what we call set free throws, where they don't bounce the ball. They just set the ball in their shooting pocket and shoot it. And what we're trying to get here, it's like a pitcher, instead of taking a full windup to throw, just throwing from the set, because that's where you make all the big pitches in the game anyway, from a set. And we just eliminate all the ritual or routine and just go right to the shot. A lot of our guys shoot our free throws that way too. They don't dribble the ball in the game. They don't dribble them. We really like the Noah machine for free throw shooting, because it gives a verbal feedback on your arc, and it does a laser on every shot on what the distance was, what the arc was, gives you averages. You can store it all on computer. It's really a good thing for getting consistency arc. Another thing we use is the gun machine, and we just like that because you get so many shots off. We might use it some in practice, but we use it a lot in the off season when we're doing our workout groups. That's a big thing. Another thing we like is the reduced rims that are up. We get those from Dakota Sports in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Get a hold of Greg or Percy at Dakota Sports. It's about 25 bucks a rim. And then the last thing we use is tossbacks. We like tossbacks to crank them up under the basket so they're rebounding for the guards when they're working. When we'll come in like later in the day and do 20 minutes of just shooting. We like that. Where the coaches are there, but we don't do anything tough with them, and they don't have to tape or put braces on. They just come in and shoot, and we work with them on their shooting and rebound for them and anything else they want. And that's really good time, I think, for us. And there's a time where most of them can get in together where they don't have classes, and it's a 20-minute deal. If they want to go longer, they can go longer in that. We really encourage being loud. We have a saying, we don't talk our game, we yell our game. We want them to be loud. We have a saying, a quiet team is a scared team. When you get into tournament time, if your team is quiet, they're scared. So when you're practicing, when you're warming up, you want to be as loud as possible. After we do this and do the 3-in-a-row free throws, they'll get water real quick. We'll review who did what on the shooting, and then we will go to game shots, game spots, game speeds. And the coaches will work with them. They'll make cuts, they'll take shots. That'll usually be 5 minutes. You could make it 10 earlier in the year. It's 5 now. After we've done that, we'll do what we call Bubba free throw shooting, where we got so many, a score, say 85-80, we're down by 5 points. Every free throw we make, we get 1. Every one we miss, Bubba gets 2. We got this from Phil Martelli. He did it with a tied score. We like doing it 5 down. or 4 down. If we're on small rims, you know, it'd be 4 down. If we're on a regular rim, it would be 5 down. We've eliminated that this time of the year just because at 5 minutes in an hour practice, we need something else. So what we'll do is, if we're not doing Bubba, or after we do Bubba, we'll go to grooving our shot, where you just shoot the ball and try to swish everything within a 10-foot range or 15-foot range. What do you got, Scott?
62.
62, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we got 10 push-ups. You guys got 62, 10 push-ups. Then let's go game shots, game spots, game speeds. Game shots, game spots, game speeds. Okay, let's go now. Make hard cuts. Have your hands ready, hard cuts. Okay, hands ready now, Al. Get it with 2 hands when you catch it. A really good book for coaches that we just got a hold of is called You Have Not Taught If They Have Not Learned. It's by Swen Nader and a guy named Gallimore, and it's a complete study of John Wooden's teaching methods. It's a really great book. It talks about how he taught in practice and what made his practice teaching different from other coaches and why he was so effective. It's a heck of a book, and I'd recommend it for anybody that wants to be a better practice coach. You have not taught that they have not learned. Something of that nature, and it's by Gallimore and Nader, Swen Nader. These guys are making cuts, coaches are feeding them, bigs are working on go-tos, and then the counter move off their go-to. Guys are taking what we call game shots at game spots at game speeds. Game shots at game spots at game speeds. Now we got football workouts here, we got softball workouts here, we got track workouts here, and this is at 6 in the morning. So, you know, you've got to, you know, you're not going to have dead silence in the gym when you play a game. So we really don't care that it's loud. It's going to be loud in the game. So we got to learn to concentrate. Now, obviously, there's certain times it'd be nice if it was quiet, but you got to work with what you've got. You got to work with what you've got. John Wooden never had a home court for his first, 14, 15 years at UCLA. Swept the floor. Never had a comp car, never had a secretary, never had a shoe contract. Had to walk up 3 flights of stairs to practice. Had gymnastics and wrestling going on while they were working out. And he was able to do it in that situation, so you can probably do it too. That's better, Al. That's quicker. If your hands are ready, Al, you're quicker. That's better. Get your hands ready. Now, one of the big mistakes I think we make as coaches is when we're shooting free throws or when we're working on things like this, coaches sort of take a break. You know, the great thing by Patino, great saying, sweat with the players, work with the players, be out there working with them, helping them. They appreciate that, if they know you're there. If you're a younger player, you should be handling the ball, passing the ball. That's something they said in that book about Wooden's practices. He was always out there working with guys, and he was really big about individualized instruction, taking one guy, like Keith Erickson. He taught him how to play the back line of the 2-2-1 press by taking them out individually and showing them situations and things and what to look for. Like if the guy brings his back foot back, he's going to throw the baseball pass. So you got to get deeper. Just stuff like that. So as a coach, if you can be out there working with them, that makes such a big difference for them. One step in on the 3. One step in, then you're out. One step, then you're out. Now we like the one step in on the 3 because you'll get the long rebound. You don't want to be running in after the short rebound, then you're out. Other thing that's nice about this is it makes them go into their shot. You know, they're not fading and floating and going sideways. They're taking one step in, then they're out of there. Every drill you run, everything you do in teaching, it's got to be consistent with what you're trying to get in a game, or you're never going to get it in a game. And that's the whole idea, to get the kids to be able to do the stuff in the games that you tried to do in practice, to get a carryover, a transfer of learning or a carryover of that learning so they can do those things exactly the way they want to do them in a game under pressure. So you got to put pressure on them in practice. And mental pressure is where you just constantly demand they do things perfect. Okay, let's groove the shot. Now, when we do this, they know it's over, except for the stretching that'll come next. Our guys lift today or not. If they lift, then they'll be doing abs or something before they go into lift. If they're not lifting, then they'll stretch and they'll be done. Some of them might stay to shoot on their own. The rest will come in during the day later to shoot some for about 20 to 30 minutes. There'll be some days we won't come in and shoot. If we've been on the road or we're tired or we just think that they need some rest, we'll do that. The thing we like about grooving the shot is they raise up on their toes. Let's get up on our toes. Talk out your shot. We talk about talking out their shot. They're either yelling back half if they're short, keep it straight if it's to the side. One of the big things, we play double weekend, Friday, Saturdays. On Saturday, one of the big things we talk about when we're practicing and shooting is to be back half conscious that second night. Because your legs are a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued, you got to be sure you don't come up short. Watch games and chart it, and 80% of the shots will be missed short. That's because shots are shot too flat, and it's because guys just don't use their legs. They don't shoot on the way up in their shots. They're hanging. If a kid's shot is flat, check them to see if they're shooting on the way down rather than just before the peak of their jump, getting the release of the shot. We really like grooving the shot, and it leaves them with the confidence they can shoot. Now, you got Craig down here who's a little deeper on his shot, a little further out. He's a three-point shooter. And he's doing it without the balanced hand on the ball. He lays it by it, but he's just shooting it with one hand. So each of these guys got little things they're working on now just to groove their shot. And it'd be just like Tiger Woods never leaves the golf course supposedly until he's made 109-foot putts. And he puts the tees down to bring the thing back straight. So it's just breaking down the fundamentals like that and doing the simple things over and over and over. Don't lean over there, Luke. Luke was running off his shot, running to the left earlier. He just shot a shot there and he was leaning to the left. So you got to watch the guys like a hawk. It's like working with hitters or pitchers or golfers. You got to know their shot. They got to know their shot. A little more arc, Casey. A little flat. Consistent arc. We really like to have the top of the shot at the top of the board. That's an old Ralph Miller idea. The top of the shot at the top of the board. Top of the shot at the top of the board. What I wanted to do, let's put down the heading internal leadership. I'm going to read about 4 different things from here from Wooden's Essential Wooden. All these relate to internal leadership. Less self makes you selfless. A leader who preens publicly is no different from a player who calls attention to himself by pounding his chest after a basket. If you're on the farm, you know what a preen means. It's what a rooster does, you know, picking themselves and looking really pretty. What are they both saying? Me, me, me. Listen to a good coach following a win. He praises members of the team as if he hadn't been involved with their success. He accepts blame, at least publicly, for the mistakes made by those under his leadership. A selfless leader puts the team first. A first-rate team is often the reward. Don't draw attention to yourself. Don't be like the fellow in church who coughs loudly just before he puts a coin in the collection plate. So if you're going to be a servant leader and we're going to have internal leadership, you know, you can't be drawing attention to yourself. My team, my guys, like the athletic banquet where the guy says, and these boys did a good job too. These kids did a good job too. Like he's something special. Now, being a good internal leader means you know who you are and what your game is. Listen to Wooden here. He calls the first thing 3 of my assets. I am meticulous. That means he loves details. He loved the planning. Number 2, I'm organized and very good at time management. Then number 3, I do not feel pressure because my dad taught me not to measure myself in comparison to others, but rather on the quality of my efforts to improve. Those are 3 of my assets, he says. 3 of my liabilities. I've had to work hard at being patient. I've had to work hard on self-control of my emotions. Number 3, I've had to work hard on seeing gray, shades of gray rather than only black and white. He's a real moral, spiritual guy, so everything was black and white for him. The older he got, the more he saw gray. He knew who he was. He knew his 3 strengths. He knew his 3 weaknesses. Okay, this one on internal leadership. Keep asking the same questions. I was a poor leader when I started because I had all the answers. I was a poor leader when I started because I had all the answers. Some of us are the shell answer man. Improvement came in direct proportion to my willingness to ask questions. Here's the most important question I asked. How can I help our team improve? When I thought of something, I did it. Simple as that. How can I help our team improve? When I thought of something, I did it. Simple as that. Now the computer would kick out that sentence. Computer would say that wasn't computer correct. Simple as that. But that's the best way to say it. An effective leader keeps asking that question because there's always something more you can do, always room for improvement, always. When you've asked yourself that question 100 times, ask it again. How can I help our team improve? A productive leader always finds a new answer, a better way, a superior solution, but only if you keep asking, how can I help the team improve? Now, this is called mind control on internal leadership. I kept negative thoughts out, but I also kept positive thoughts, such as winning a championship, at bay. I understood in certain years that a national championship was a possibility, but I didn't dwell on it. What consumed me was teaching players what they needed to know to reach their level of competency, which might put them in a position to win a championship. In turn, I wanted them consumed with making the effort to learn what I was teaching. Teaching and learning occupied our attention, not what we might or might not win a trophy. We never took our eyes off the basketball and started gazing into the crystal ball called the future. Don't think about losing. Don't think about winning. Winning will be a lot harder to handle than losing. For every 100 that can handle failure, there's but 1 who can handle success. Now, BC is going to go through the thing tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It will be very simple. It will be similar to a lot of the stuff we've been doing with these teams lately down the stretch. These are the things I want you to think about in your concepts going into this game. Conditioning. Conditioning. This is the time of the year that a lot of teams are not in condition. They're just sort of hanging on. Depth. We've got to have quality depth. We've got to have contributions from people off the bench. We've got to play at a pace where our conditioning and our depth become a factor. We can do that with defense first and then pushing the ball and going inside. Fouls. We want to go at 42 and 32. Their post depth is limited. We got to go at those people. No catch 24. No catch 24. He's trying to do more now. Anytime they dribble to the middle from one wing, you know the back door's coming. When they dribble to the middle, you just know a back door's coming. After timeout, you can be ready for a back door. That means the people that are helping need to be aware. And we don't need to let the ball be dribbled to the wing. Don't let them, or to the middle. Keep that middle drive from happening. We're going to look to full court pressure on dead balls. 140, 2 on the head, 130 up fist. If we go 130 up fist or anything like that, we got to have coverage on shooters. We got to have rotation to cover shooters. 140, we shouldn't have to rotate. 2 in the head, we shouldn't have to rotate if we're doing it properly. Not like we messed it up the last game. But if we're 130 up fist and we're trapping, we got to have rotation so we don't give up an open 3. Okay, on your skill work on shot fake, pass fake, because they're going to play a lot of matchup. Shot fake, pass fake. And then we want to develop more offensive board coverage pride, OBC pride. We've got to do a better job of that. And we got a little bit of a taste of it last Saturday, but we got to get a bigger taste of it. Let's make sure now, when we're working today, we're trying to work at a game pace. Okay, let's go. Okay, we want a left-hand post feed. You're going to make, you can dribble it out and pivot. The coaches will get into you, so make a rear turn, chin the ball, make a left-hand post feed if you're right-handed, or left-handed, make a right-hand post feed. Play defense on the post, so you shade the man where he's got to throw the ball. So you pass away from the defense. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Work low, low. Step across, throw it. Let's go. Step across and throw it. Let's go. Lower, lower. Let's go. Pick it up, chin it, chin the ball, chin the ball, chin it. Okay, back it up, coaches. Throw the overhead pass. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Pivot, feed. Use a dribble. Use a dribble. Get an angle. Get an angle. Let's go. Get your weight on your right foot, Kevin. Kevin, 60% of your weight in that right foot so we don't travel. Dribble to get an angle. Let's go. Take it down. Let's go. Where's the dummy defense? Let's go. Seal it up. Come on, hit him in the face. That pass is in the face. Let's go. Get the pass up. Okay. Partner closeouts. Let's go. Partner closeouts. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Square it up. Square it up. Square it up. When we do our warm-up, after they loosen up on their own, then we want to go with fundamentals that are part of what we do. So we started out with baseline start, stops, and turns, something that Coach Wooden always used at UCLA. And we worked on making a rear turn when the coaches are up on you, chinning the ball and protecting the ball, and then feeding the post with your weak hand. Then we did an overhead pass, made a catch, made the turn, and dribbled into get an angle to make that weak hand pass. Now they're doing partner closeouts. Tougher with the ball, Mitch. Tougher with the ball, Mitch. Let's go. Pivot, move. Let's go. Protect the ball. Now here we're trying to work on ball handling skills, being a triple threat, being strong with the ball. And we're working on defensive closeouts, getting a hand up in the closeout, always having that hand covering the ball. They can get a lot of reps when they work with partners. And when you start out teaching, you want to have a mass drill where everybody can watch and that kind of thing. But as the season goes on, then you got to do it in with partners, get more done. Jail, jail. Now in jail, we're trying to keep the guy under the backboard when he gets the ball there. And in a game, you'll see more than one guy doing that. And maybe 2 guys keeping him in jail, or 3 guys keeping him in jail. But you use your lower body, you get your hands up straight, you don't reach over. You form a wall. Brick wall, brick wall. Brick walls where we just don't let the guy get any closer to the basket or get in the lane. Just keeping him there, just keeping him there. Taking up space. Now a good rule of thumb is you don't try to block power shots. You don't try to take away, those shots, but a jump hook or a jump shot, you can jump on that. But a power shot in close to the hoop, That's a tough thing to block, so you just want to form a brick wall. Let's take a charge. Let's go. When we take the charge, we want our hands up. We want to be in a stance. We want our butt to hit first, and we want to tuck our chin to our chest. Tuck our chin to our chest. Do not put your hands down or you'll break a wrist. Keep those hands up, butt hits first. Tuck your chin to your chest when you take the charge. You want to be in a stance when you take it. Half line, let's go. Half line rule, let's go. Half line rule, the guy's coming across half line, he's got to get a foot down. He doesn't want to be in the air. Get a foot down, get 1 foot down. He's trying to get 1 foot down when he makes that catch. We want to get 1 foot down. You don't want to be jumping in the air because your position on the floor is determined by where you took off from. Let's save it. Save or savee. Let's go. When we save or savee, we want a guy saving the ball. The savee is the most important guy, the guy that comes and creates a passing lane so we can get the ball. He wants to talk, come and get the ball. Worst play in the world is to have a guy saving it. There's nobody to save it to. Okay, big spacing down there. Feed the post down here. Coach has got it. Coach Smiley and Coach Stevens down here. Big spacing. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Now, we do big spacing. We're trying to pass away from the defense. You can slip some defense in too eventually. Then they got to pass away from the defense. We also can use a heavy basketball with this. When we make passes that are long passes, then we want to make sure that we are throwing the pass with 2 hands and away from the defense. So we can slip a heavy ball in. Here you go, Mitch. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Trying to just work on passing away from the defense. Now down the other end, we're working on feeding the post. And they're using what we call a back pin. The guy will pass, they'll screen for him, then they'll pin screen for him. They back screen, pin screen. Then that's the name back pin. If the guy's a good curl cutter, likes to cut in the lane, we'll make that screen tighter to the lane. If he's a good 3-point shooter, we'll make it wider. We want our guys, when they catch, to work on stepping across their body to throw that pass, to increase the passing angle. Work to get open. Okay, here we go. Keep your dribble, Casey. Do it again. Let's go. Curl screen. Let's go. You guys start talking. Let's go. Let's go. Now take it into them. Now that's what we call a curl screen, where you cut around the post, rub off the post defender, bring the ball down to feed in. Whenever the postman scores, he runs out. He gets 3 steps out of there. Get out of there! He wants to learn transition because everybody's going to be trying to outrun your post, and you want to outrun the other team's post at both ends of the floor. Kevin, get a little turn on it. Turn it over a little so you don't, like this, get a little turn so it comes into him. We like to turn our wrist, get a little hook on that pass so we can throw it further away from the defense when we throw that bounce pass.
Back there. Flat. Curl. Back, Craig. Stay wide. Oh, no.
Okay, we're down here, 5-on-0 motion, 1 play. Orange, waiting out of bounds. Let's go. Orange ready.
All right, Tom on D. Get B.
Be ready, Orange. Let's have another ball for him. 1 more ball. Okay, here we go. Good. When they score, you guys are going.
Hey, transition out.
We got to talk. Let's go. Go.
All right, Tom on D.
Okay. Not ready, Dan. You're guarding the driver, Dan. Close out short. You guys aren't talking. You aren't ready. We can't give up shots in transition. Any game you watch on television, the team loses it, they turn the ball over and they give up transition baskets. Now we can't do that. Get it talked out. Get the ball stopped. Get a wall formed. Get every shooter covered. Get the post taken care of. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Come on, Rob. Get the post covered. Okay. Okay, next group. 1X. 1X into 2 out, no dribble. 1X into 2 out, no dribble. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Move the ball. No dribble. Move. Where's the release? Let's go. Let's go. Move, Casey. Okay, let's go. Move. Post up, Casey. Post up. Post up. There you go. Here we go. Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. 40. Okay. Good hustle. Let's go. Next group. Denver into 3 out, no dribble. Denver into 3 out, no dribble. Let's go. Here we go. Nail them. Let's go. Nail it. Where's the ball screen? Go. Now we're playing. Okay, let's go. 3 out. That's it. Get it on top twice. Go. Who's got the basket? Let's go. Where's our help? You got to make the play. Alex, stay on the floor. Here we go. Nice pass. Nice play. Press, press, press. We should have had guys yelling 40. Let's get push-ups. 5. Let's go. We should have been yelling 40. We got a breakaway layup. We got to deny that pass in. Let's get with it. Let's go. You guys on the side, get with it. Zone secondary. Zone secondary. Okay, let's go. Al, you got to be productive. That's not being productive. You're just throwing that thing up there. You know what I mean? You got to look at the target and score. Okay, let's go. Alex, stay off the baseline. Be productive. Stay off the baseline. Be productive. Don't just be throwing a ball up there. If you're going to shoot a perimeter shot, get to 3. You got to get deeper, Casey. You got to get deeper, Casey. Good hustle. Where's the save? Where's the save? Okay, what should we be doing? Let's get 10 push-ups for not calling timeout. We'll take 5 timeouts to get the ball rather than talking to the coaches. We want 5 more possessions. Somebody should have been yelling timeout. It's not his fault. He didn't know what he was doing. Nobody came to the ball. Saver, savee. There is no savee. Now we're zone 23 deep. 23 deep. Okay, let's go. Let's go. You better find 24. You better find 24. Let's go. Find them. That's it. Square them up. Square them up. Good. Good, Mitch. Good, Mitch. Stay down. Stay down. Let's go. Let's go. Talk to him. Talk to him. Get the ball stopped. Okay, let's go. 40, 40, 40, 40. Come on, deny, deny. Who's free? Who's free? Deny, deny. Get it. Oh, come on. You got to get the Wolf. Jordan, you got to pick a guy up to deny. We just let the guy stand there. We had one guy denied. We had Levi calling out free man. We got to get it denied. Okay, let's shoot a free throw. Block it out, Orange. Now listen, we've got to do a better job of getting rebounds off free throws. We cannot lose games not blocking out the free throw. So we got to have the cleaner ready to get something done, Orange. We need rebounders. Okay, let's go. Where's our pressure? Don't let him have that pass out. Move, Jordan, move. Jordan, what is he? He's a driver, isn't he? Well, then you got to play him as a driver. Take that away. That's what he does. You can't shoot out there. You don't get driven. Next group, let's go. Shoot the free throw. What are you in, guys? What are you in? Do you know what you're in? We better see more huddles during the game. We better see more huddles. More huddles during the game. More huddles. Okay, let's go. Pick up. Pick up. Left. Left. Help us. Good job, Dan. That's the way to fake and retreat, Dan. No middle. No middle. No middle. No middle. Trap it. Levi, go to it. Okay. You got to bring the trap, Levi. Dive, dive, dive. Boards. Okay. Who's got the ball? Help, help, help. Jail. Don't let him get around you. There, you're out, you're out, you're out. No middle, no middle. Good, Luke. Help, help, help. Hands, hands, hands. Other hand, Casey, other hand. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Okay, good pressure, Luke. Hey, put the ball here on, put the ball on Al. Guard him, Luke. Give him a step. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Yeah, yeah, that's where you got to stop it. A yard out, not in here. You just stood here to stop it during actual play. Get out here and stop it. Bring the trap and then the recovery quick. The quicker you get out there, the quicker we can recover. We can't stop it in here. We got to get out there. Okay, Big's down there, or Big's here, guard's there. Guard's down there. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're using air dummies here. Randy's using air dummies with the bigs. And the thing we like about that is that we can get contact without putting bone on bone. And the guys can get real physical, but and push and shove without hurting each other. And it just simulates the kind of physical play that happens late in the year. Because usually, you know, from the middle of January to the end of March, the whistle gets a lot slower and the blood flows. And if there isn't a bone exposed, it's not a foul. And that's just the way people officiate. Now, you'll get some games where officials might go crazy and call a lot of fouls, but they don't like to determine the game, and therefore by not calling the game, they determine it sometimes. So you got to be physical. Take up space. Take up space. Now, we really want the big guys not to run at the ball, but their movement is to get more of the defense. Their only movement is to seal up and get more of the defense and try to create a passing angle so that when they score, they don't have to dribble or do anything. They just catch and score. And we call that getting your work done before you catch the ball. Now, this is a good drill. Bobby Knight used this drill where you start out with a shot, you got to get the rebound, throw it out, and then you play 2-on-2. You could play 1-on-1, 2-on-2. You could play 3 out, or 2 out, 3 in, play 3-on-3, and eventually go to that. Getting the ball on top is a big thing, trying to get the ball on top. We're going about an hour and 15 minutes this morning, So these guys are getting 15 minutes of skill work with their coaches. Probably should make it more, but we try to let the shooting in the 20-minute shooting session be part of that skill work, I guess. Okay, talk and talk, talk, talk. Call your cut. Call your cut. Call your cut. We really like shooting with small rims. It makes them concentrate. If they can nail shots on small rims, they're going to be in great shape. That's going to give them confidence. We particularly like to use the small rims if we're going to be playing on the road. Now for tomorrow's practice, Friday's practice before a Saturday game, we'll take the rims off. The game day shooting, we always leave the rims off because when we go on the road, we can't take rims with us anyway. So our game day shooting and practice, we'll leave the rims off. That shot Luke just took there is what we call a quick shot, where he's taking the ball and going off at 2 feet and getting it up quick. They call it a teardrop or a runner or whatever in the pros. But we just call it a quick shot. We like to go off at 2 feet because we think we have better balance. We try to get the ball as high as we can and still control it. That's it. Good shot, Jordan. That was good. Jordan, that was tight. That was good. The ball was quick and up. We always have a saying the pros use, be tight with your game. We don't want the ball exposed out here. We want the ball tight to our body so we can go right up into the shot. We try not to dip the ball. Try to catch the ball right in our shooting pocket and go right from there rather than bringing the ball down to our waist. There we go. There we go. Now we're working on shot fake a little bit here because the team we play is going to zone. You got a team that's into shot blocking, that's a big thing to shot fake. Plus, if you've got guys that are good three-point shooters, like Craig and Luke, Kevin, that are really quality threes, they really need to work on the shot fake because they're going to need to use it. Craig spent the whole summer between his sophomore and junior year just working on shot fake go somewhere because he's a great three and they're going to take that away. So he really worked on that, and it's really a good part of his game now. One step in, and you're out of there. If you're outside the arc, it's one step in. If you're inside the arc, you're a rebounder. Whenever a perimeter penetrates the arc, he's a rebounder. The other two perimeters are going to crack back. They're going to rotate behind him to get shots and to defend. They'll be the two fullbacks or the halfback fullback if that's what you're doing. But if they're inside the arc, they penetrate the arc, they're rebounders. If they shoot a three, we want them to take one step in and then get out to defense so they can get that long rebound. That's the only one they're responsible for. Hold your follow through, don't run off of it. There we go. Get that long rebound, Al. Get the long one. Al, get the long rebound. You guys know next year the rebounds are going to go an extra foot or two out because of that long line. 3-point shot, we got to play the long rebound, half the distance.
Skip.
Don't kill the line, Jonathan. Don't kill the line. When we get caught behind the post on post defense, we want to be active and behind the post. We want to be moving around. We don't just want to stand in one place. If we get caught behind, make them think. Make them wonder which side it's going to, that kind of thing. Okay, here we go. That's good. Good, Levi. Stop it outside the lane. Stop it outside the lane. Okay, get the board. Okay. Let's get 3 of you guys Duke move over here. Let's go. 3 of you guys Duke move. There we go. Okay, just rotate in now. Send somebody else over. Let's go on this end real quick. Let's go. Give us a post. Rob, give us somebody in the stack. We're going to triple stack. Duke, let's go. Now, things we can do. We can pull this guy first. Pull him first. Now curl, then post. Put him in the middle. Curl, pull, post. You guys mix up what you want to do here. You know, it's not going to be the same every time. Mix it up. The sequence: curl, pull, pop, pull, curl, post. Just any of those sequences, work it out on your own what will work best for you. Now this will be good against the 2-3, against their zone. Getting into it, it'll be good against man-to-man. If Levi's posting, we go on that side. Get the post on his favorite side. Okay, let's get a partner. You got 3 minutes to shoot the ball. Let's go, partner up, let's go. Shot fakes, pass fake. Shot fake, pass fake. Let's go. Shot fake, pass fake. Let's go. Use the shot fake, use the pass fake. They're going to come flying at you. Postman, shot fake. Everybody shot faking, pass faking. Okay, let's get water. Let's get a green team. Let's go. Let's get water. Let's get a green team. Let's go. Okay, we're going to go down on this end. It's going to be green ball out of bounds. It's going to be gray on defense in a matchup. We're playing a game of stop and score now. We're playing a game of stop and score. Now, we've done a pretty good job getting it going. Let's finish this practice, just like we finished games. Let's close it out. Close it out. Okay, let's go. Okay, when we play stop and score, the first team that gets a stop and then a score wins. We usually only let it be 3 possessions. If nobody wins, then they all do push-ups. Okay, oh, got to stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, good save. See, there's a saver, savee right there. 2 deflections, a saver, savee. Now they got to get a score. If the gray gets a score, they win. And we're playing matchup because we're going to face a lot of that this Saturday. And then we'll play it. We might play it too. Okay, we got to get a shot. We got to get a good shot. That's not a good shot. All you got to do is get a great shot and win the game, and we take a shot like that. You better stress shot discipline late in the year. You stress it all the time, but you really stress it in the playoffs. Because some guys get hero complex. They think they got to be the hero instead of just playing as a team. Get off the hero complex and be a team. There you go, there you go. Okay, okay. You got 10 push-ups for the white. You white guys had a chance to win the game. It was over. It was over. You took a crappy shot. We can't take bad shots. That's early in the clock. We better get something sweet. If it's early in the clock or first side, we better get something sweet. Otherwise, we're on top twice. I don't care what defense it is. That's what we want. Okay, it's orange defense. Zone, 2-3. We got the winners going against them. Winners, let's go. Now this is going to give the green 2 chances to go against the zone. Okay, let's go. Now they can't, the orange can't win because they didn't get a stop. They can't win this. The green can, but they got to get a stop and a score. So if you're trying to emphasize offense, start them on offense. If you're trying to emphasize defense, start them on defense. That's the way to talk. That's the way to talk. Driver! Driver! That's a driver, Derek! Jordan, we got to get a shot. Jordan, what's he going to do catching the ball there? What's he going to do? He caught the ball here. What's he going to do? Shoot a hook shot? Why throw him the ball? He can't do anything with it. Get us a shot like you did yesterday. Get us a shot like you did yesterday. Okay, that's 10 push-ups, everybody. Let's go, everybody. We can't throw the man the ball just because he's open if he doesn't have a shot. And that didn't improve anything. Okay, rotate it. Let's go. Orange defense, wide O.
Orange D, orange D.
You're in a zone. Let's go. Make it a 1-3-1. Alex on top. Alex on top. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. You got to get a stop. We got to get a stop. Front the post. Front the post, Craig. Where's our help? Where's our help? Where's our help? Get down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Dead. Balls. Balls. Hands up. Okay, can't get the stop. Let's go. Let's go. Work the pocket. Work the pocket. Pocket, Kevin. Okay. Okay. 5 push-ups, both teams. Let's go. 5 push-ups. Did you get a stop? Are you sure?
JP got a rebound right here.
You're positive. Now, you guys, you can't just have a graduate assistant know this stuff. You got to know this stuff yourself. Goose, did you know you won?
I did.
Well, then you got to say something. See? You got to be more forceful. You can't let. I can know why you're not forceful. I know why. Okay, motion now. We want green going against orange. Let's run a sideline out of bounds. Now listen, once we get the ball in the center, no dribbling. Once we get the ball centered up, there's no dribbling. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Move. You can use it to get it centered. Let's go. Now play. Keep it moving. Let's go. Look at him. Look at him. Nice feed. Nice feed. Let's go. Okay, driver, 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 driver. Way to talk, Derek. That's the way to talk, Derek. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, now if I come like that, I better get the ball because I'm just going to give up a shot. And we'd like to give our help with our butt to the ball if we can. Okay, next group out. Let's go. Sideline out of bounds, Gray. Once the ball's centered, no dribble. Once it's centered, no dribble. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Where's our post? Okay, let's get 10 push-ups for the gray. Green, you're on. Let's go. We're 4 out motion. We're 4 out motion. Screening for Luke and Derek. 4 out. Luke and Derek. Let's go. Let's go. We got him. We got him. Let's go. Got to dive. Okay. Alex, you can't let him have that shot. That's what he does. You can't let a three-point shooter have that shot. You can't let him have it. Okay, next group, let's go. Zone defense, 2-3. Let's go Duke into it. Duke, let's go. Post up. Kyle, you got to take the ball up to the defense. There's 2 orange guys you threw it to. Get the ball reversed, read it, don't force feed. We can't turn the ball over. We can't turn the ball over. Don't let him handle it if he's going to turn it over. You handle it if he's going to turn it over. Next group, take it. Green, gray, get 5 push-ups. Let's go. We got to score. We got to get a shot, boys. Same thing. Let's go. Okay. Okay, good. Shoot that shot again, Levi. Shoot it again. Now we want to see 3 guys on the glass. Mitch. Okay, shoot it. Go! Shoot it again. Get it. Let's go. Get it. Let's go. Get it. Get it. Play. Got to emphasize getting on the glass. Goes out. He's a driver, Casey. He's a driver. Got to emphasize board coverage. Case, play him again. Play him again. Play him again. Now take away the middle. Square up. Okay, let's go. Play. Play. There we go. Driver. Driver. Move your feet. Now you're out. You're out. That's good. Don't turn your back. Don't turn your back. Okay. Okay. Al, you got to be moving when he goes here. When he goes here, you got to be right behind him so he can tap it to you. Okay, next group. Let's go. We're on the side. On the side. Orange. Orange on the side. Great. Great. If he comes in without a deflection, you got to do push-ups. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Save it. Okay, good. Now, let's go green. If it comes in without a deflection, you're going to do push-ups. Okay, let's go.
Good talk, Levi.
40, 40, 40. Okay, let's go. Left, left, left. Get up there, Jordan. Left. Now square it, square it. Get out. Okay, can't let him penetrate that deep. Hey, we're forcing him left up there. We got to square it up here now. If he's in the funnel in the middle, can't let him get into the paint, right? Yes, sir. Can't let that happen. Okay, next group. Let's go out of bounds underneath. 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 We can't let the ball get, we got to touch the ball. Orange ball, we got to get a touch or it's push-ups. Let's go. Baseline, sideline, out of bounds, we got to get a touch or it's push-ups. Yeah, they can play. It's this way, this way. Let's go, let's go. Reverse it. Reverse it. There he is. Rob. Rob. Score. Take it out of bounds here, Orange. Green, defend it. Green, you better get a touch. We just got a rule. You get a touch on baseline, sideline, out of bounds, and that's just this morning, just falling into it. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, okay, Green, get 5 push-ups. Gray, let's go. We got to make a play. Let's go, Gray. Let's go. Push-ups, Gray. Let's go. Come on, Green. 5. Now we got to have that kind of urgency. We got to have that kind of urgency. If we don't have that, we're in big trouble. Okay, orange, 1-3-1, bring it up against it, white. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Who's in the middle? Okay. Okay. Kevin, just sort of hang around the middle. All this running around, Randy, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, just work in here and be coming in here. If it goes away, maybe come away and come back, but don't be doing all this running around. We want you in the middle so you can make plays. Then, here's what we really want. Dribble it off. Then step out. Now, against the 1-3-1, you're not going to get a lot of step outs, but the 2-3 you will. Getting a 2-3. Okay, guard the ball. Step out. If this guard comes to get you, you got to shoot her away. And that guy's got to make a decision then. Give us a shooter there. He's got to make a decision. So we want you to step out against a two-man front. 1-3-1, hang in here. Be in the pocket. Make plays in there. Luke can make plays in there. Kyle could make plays in there if we got different substitution patterns. Okay, let's play. 1-3-1. 1-3-1. Okay, let's go. Next. Let's go green. Let's go green. Gray, you better be eating glass. One stepping out, Craig. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, now that was good, Mitch, but it wasn't great. Why wasn't it great? Look down, try to catch and face, but just slow. You got to be quick. Take a quick look, then low opposite. Postman, get a seal down here when it goes opposite. Okay, here we go. Good, good. Okay, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's get smart. Move the ball. Let's go.
Hi, Goose. Low, Goose. Yeah, nice skip. Yo, Levi. Oh, shit.
What's he going to do? If he catches it here, what's he going to do? He's in jail, isn't he? Don't throw the man the ball just because he's open. He wants it, he better post up here. If he yells at you, throw me the ball, tell him, get better position. I'm not going to throw you the ball when you're under the basket. Okay, we got orange and man-to-man. Take it out in the side, gray. Run 5. Give us a basket cut, 5 side. Basket cut, 5 side. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, good job of refusing the screen. Green, let's go. Green, let's go. The cutter's got to get deep enough in the corner and wide enough that the guy can refuse it and have an angle. And then when he goes, he can still kick it to you. But if you're late on your cut and waiting here, we're in trouble. Let's go, 5. Play. We want to get a basket cut first. Now, if we run it that way, then we got to fill behind from where we are. But I like the basket cut because that gets a little more depth on that screen. Okay, here we go.
After the basket cut, do you go to the corner? Run to the corner, same side?
Yeah, there it is. Now, Phil. Jordan, Phil. Don't stand here. Phil, so if he doesn't have it, he can give it to you. Then we can go into the post. Let's go with the gray. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it is. There it is. Now get out of there, Craig. You got to get out of there.
Get back, Al.
Okay, we had it if you can get it by him. If he can take the ball here and step and throw it, you had him because he was high side. The whole idea is to get this guy to show, then seal him high, bring the ball back in from here. That's the whole idea. Go through it slowly. Let's go. Just get in the corner, Craig. Give Dan the ball. Now get wide, Craig. Now, he shows. Go. Now seal high. That's all we're looking for. That's all we're looking for, because that guy's going to get to a front. If they switch it, he's going to get to a front. Then you just seal him right here. Let's go with the green. Let's go, green. Let's get the balls ready. 3 in a row coming up. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. That's it. Okay, let's go. Let's get one. Let's get one. Get it. Go. Okay, 3 in a row. We're starting at 16. Okay, when we're doing this 3 in a row thing, we got Rob and Levi shooting at one basket. They're 2 post players right straight across here. And the reason they're doing that, there are 2 worst free throw shooters, I guess you'd call it, so we put them there so they can get more repetitions here. But they're doing 5 minutes of shooting. Now we got 3 pretty good free throw shooters on this basket. Luke's a very good free throw shooter down there in a small basket. Casey's not a great free throw shooter. Consistent arc, consistent arc. Don't be in a hurry. Shoot in your rhythm. Shoot in your rhythm. Now what they're trying to do here, we got the small rims up, so they're trying to get 66 3 in a rows. Steve and Scott are helping Ryan chart it. They're looking for hearing names, seeing people, yelling out the names so he can chart. If we had all open rims, then we'd want to get 77. Keep it straight. Talk out your shot. Talk out your shot. Wide base, Kevin. Wide base. Steve, check his base now. Kevin, it's okay to shoot your free throws like this, but you got to widen it up on the jump shots. Okay, let's go. Let's make good cuts now to get open. Mix in some shot fakes. Mix in some shot fakes. Don't have to do a ton of them. Just mix them in. Okay, we're doing Bubba free throws. We got this from Phil Martelli at St. Joseph's. He does it where it's a tie score. Every one you make, you get 1. Every one you miss, Bubba gets 2. We do it 85-80 or 5-point deficit, doesn't matter what the score is. And then they go through that way. And then we want everybody clapping and cheering, that kind of thing. If they don't do that, then it doesn't count. What's the score? Come on, get the ball up there. 80% of the free throws are missed short. We want to be back half. When we do this grooving your shot, we want to get the ball up. We want to raise up on our toes. We're just trying to work on swishing every shot. We're getting in close. We just started doing this year to end practices. And it'll be part of what we do when we do our shooting progression to get warmed up. They'll work inside out real close and gradually work their way out, grooving their shot. But then we want to finish with it too. It just gives them confidence, I think, in shooting the basketball. Talk out your shot now. Talk it out. Big thing is to aim for the back half of the basket. That's where all the swishes go.